Europa League or bust. It is pretty simple. Europa League or bust. As well, hello and welcome to this new episode of the Manchester United preview show, where this game is the biggest game Manchester United have had all season. And this is actually our biggest game. If Manchester United get knocked out at this stage to Real Sociedad, that is our season over. That will be our season over, and that will be our European aspirations for the next 2 years over. That is what it will be. If we do not win this competition, we will not be in Europe. Because where Manchester United are in the league, we're currently 14th. That proves grim readings, that, for the end of the season. And if we are out of the Europa League, then you might as well just sack off the season and start off fresh next season, because we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. It's really a surrender or die, do or bust situation, this one. While we're here, let's get straight underway and let's talk about the game in full. Manchester United versus Real Sociedad. So here we are at the Real Arena, also known as the Estadio Anoeta, located in the beautiful seaside city of San Sebastian. As well, Manchester United travel here once again, following their third place finish in the Europa League. We got the dirty draw. Tottenham got AZ Alkmaar. Manchester United could have either had AZ Alkmaar or Real Sociedad. We could have either gone to the AFES Stadion or the Real Arena. Turns out UEFA liked Manchester United getting knocked out, so they decided to put us in Spain instead, where Manchester United have a terrible record recently in Spain. Terrible. Terrible. As well, this, for Manchester United, is their season. These two games against Real Sociedad are the season. If Manchester United get knocked out at this stage, that is the season over with. Because looking at where Manchester United are in the league, currently 14th, not looking like we're going to go into any European positions where, the other teams are, this proves to be a very, very intense game. As well, Manchester United have 33 points, 14th place in the Premier League. 7th place AFC Bournemouth have 43. That's 10 points ahead. And all them other teams, by the way, are better than us recently. So, for Manchester United, this is their season. This is their season. And we have been put in the unluckiest side of the draw. Because looking who Manchester United will play next, it will either be Olympique Lyonnais or Steaua Bucharest, FCSB. Now, we have played Steaua Bucharest before. If we play Olympique Lyonnais, they will be tough. However, their manager has recently, just today, had a 9-month suspension. So that will be the positive. The fact if we do play Olympique Lyonnais, it won't be Paulo Fonseca on the touchline, but Lyon is still a very good team either way, and they would have been better than who Tottenham Hotspur could potentially play, which I believe is either Ajax or Eintracht Frankfurt. So, who would you rather play there? I know who I would rather play, as, Manchester United have definitely got the unluckiest side of the draw. But, to win the Europa League, you have to beat the big boys. And these are the big boys. These teams here for Manchester United are the big boys, like the Real Sociedad, the Ajaxes, the Athletic Clubs, the Olympique Lyonnais. They are the big boys, and to win this, you have to beat them. And what Manchester United are currently doing at the minute is not great. I mean, we've been okay, but getting knocked out to Fulham, it doesn't bring great morale heading into this one. If we would have won, that would have had probably a bit of a better morale, but now it's none. That confidence is gone. So, this is the do-or-die game. Do-or-die game, basically, for Ruben Amorim and Manchester United. And Ruben Amorim knows that. He knows that this game is a do-or-die game. They have to show up. And Manchester United, knowing that they will show up. But for Manchester United to get a good result, we have to win this or draw. If we lose here, I don't fancy us beating Real Sociedad at Old Trafford. because these players, obviously, I'm going to say the example against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. When they had a mathematical chance to still qualify into the last 16, what do? Have the worst performance known to man, play like it doesn't matter, and lose 1-0. So that is what Manchester United can do. So if they do lose, I am not convinced that Manchester United will score potentially 2 goals to make us go through, even at Old Trafford, which, for Manchester United standards, really, really says a lot. But the way we are at the minute, there's no surprise about that one. As that is my match preview going into the game against Real Sociedad. Now, let's bring on the fact file of Real Sociedad. It's everyone's favourite, it is the fact file time. And sadly for you lot, if Manchester United do get knocked out, this may potentially be the last fact file that we will be doing for potentially over 2 years. So, it could be a sad time. It could be a very sad time, as this may potentially be the last fact file I do. So, first of all, let's talk about the country where Real Sociedad are from. They are from the country of España. The specific region, however, they are located in is in the Basque region. And while the Basque region, a very popular region in terms of football talent, you do know, obviously, Real Sociedad, Antoine Griezmann did get through the Real Sociedad Academy to get there. Even though he was born in France, there are some Basque names that are involved in Real Sociedad's long, illustrious history. So the Basque flag I am putting there, so that just in case if people don't get mixed up, they're there, both of them. The honours list for Real Sociedad. Granted, they are always in the Europa League every year, it seems like. They've only won 2 La Ligas, which is very, very strange when you think of it. I mean, Real Madrid and Barcelona are the 2 out-and-out teams in terms of La Ligas, but I thought Real Sociedad would have had more La Ligas than that, but they've not. They had 3 Copa del Rey, 3 Copa del Reys. Most recently, they did win the Copa del Rey in the 2019-20 season, where they did beat arch-rivals Athletic Club 1-0. It was such a shame for them, however, that game was played during COVID. If it wasn't, that would have been an absolutely amazing atmosphere at the Estadio de la Cartuja in Sevilla. They have won the Supercopa de España only one time for Real Sociedad, and that is really it. The nickname that they do like to say is Churi Urdin, which does mean the white and the blues in the Basque language. How they got here, this is a new category. We obviously do put the league phase thing down there for all the other teams, but we're in the knockout rounds. We're going to talk about how they got here. So they did finish 13th in the league phase, which meant they had to go through a UEFA Europa League playoff against FC Midtjylland from Denmark, where they did win by 7-3, including an absolute thriller at the Real Arena, where they did beat Midtjylland by 5-2 in order to go through to the actual last 16 to face Manchester United. That is very cruel on Real Sociedad, but it is what it is. The manager there is Emmanuel Aguafil. He has been at Real Sociedad for a long time, actually. He's been there for a very long time. He's been there since December 2018. That's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That is almost 6 years that he's been at the club. That is that's bonkers, but well, he is there. He's done a very good job actually at Real Sociedad too. He has had 150 wins, 77 draws and 88 losses. That is over 300 games that he's took in charge of Churi Urdinen. So that is very good on him. The best players. Now, this was a very controversial topic for me because, well, for my opinion, there's 3 standout players who play for Real Sociedad, but I can't have 3 of the best players, so I'm going to narrow them down to 2. And the 2 I've put is Mikel Oyarzabal and Takefusa Kubo. Oyarzabal, yeah, he broke English hearts, didn't he, in Berlin, where he scored that goal in the 88th minute. Spain won the Euros after that. I mean, they were the deserved winners, but it was heartbreak. Cheers, Mikel. Cheers. Don't give me any more heartbreak if you knock us out, please. And, Takefusa Kubo. He is always the Real Madrid Real Madrid star. Well, he used to play for Real Madrid, but that didn't really work for him, as he had multiple loans until he found Real Sociedad, and he has found it his home. at the Royal Society. The stadium there is the Real Arena or the Anoeta, and it is located in the city of San Sebastian, where it is a capacity of 40,000. Debatable, however. There are numerous resources that say it could hold 40,000. One says it hosts 33,000. One says it hosts 41,000. So I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to put the 40,000 there, just so it's the best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. And yeah, like you said, the Real Sociedad badge, it does have SS representing the city of San Sebastian. So that is the fact file all complete. Fingers crossed this won't be the last fact file for a couple of years, but we'll just have to see how Manchester United do against Real Sociedad. And next, let's talk about Ruben Amorim's press conference notes for the game against Real Sociedad. So he did highlight, first of all, about Chido Obi Martin not being in the squad, and because basically Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee both haven't really particularly been great, especially Rasmus Højlund playing up front, he decided to promote Chido Obi Martin into the first team. He did okay. He did very well against. He did okay against Fulham. He had 3 touches in 33 minutes. Rasmus Højlund hasn't done that all season. That stat scares me, but well, there you go. And because Rasmus and Joshua Zirkzee were in the same position at the time, he decided not to promote Chido Obi Martin into the Europa League squad. And speaking about the squad, they only had a small squad into this game. They only brought 18 players. He said that the players are ready. He did say that. He said the players are determined and the players are ready to deliver. No matter what that will be, they are ready to prove a task. They are ready to, well, beat Real Sociedad. He did also highlight about the Harry Maguire and Manuel Ugarte injuries, and they said there's small problems. They are in Carrington, so that should mean they will be fit and available for the game against Sunday against Arsenal. He said it's clear to win the Europa League this season because, well, for long term, he said he wants to try and win the league. He highlighted that against Fulham. But it is clear for this season to win the Europa League. Financially, Manchester United will have a massive hit if we do not get into the Europa League. If we do not get into Europe next season, which will mean more tax cuts, yada, yada, yada. And, well, if we don't win the Europa League, that will happen. So, for Ruben Amorim and Manchester United, and for Ineos and the Glazers, the main aim for them is to win this Europa League, so that then they can get more finance, and they can get 100 million euros from it. Anyway, yeah, this was another one about playing his system. Ruben Amorim will not change his style. Doesn't particularly mean he will not change his playing style, like the 3-4-2-1. He's not gonna change that, but he said that he will not change his style. His style is only his style, but he may need to adjust some little changes. Like he did highlight about potentially a defender going into a midfielder position or a midfielder going into a defender. Let's say Nusir Mazraoui, for example. Mazraoui would potentially be playing as a wing back. However, because of the Harry Maguire injury, he will most likely be playing centre back with a combo of Matthijs de Ligt and Lenny Yoro as that 3. So that is all that Ruben Amorim had to say, highlighting the needs of what is key to this game against Real Sociedad in the UEFA Europa League. Let's bring on the predicted starting 11, and I'm going to start like this. So the goalkeeper will obviously be Andre Onana, because the players who we are bringing, there's only 2 keepers, and them 2 keepers are from the academy. I mean, Altabin did get injured, so Andre Onana, he's the only proper fit goalkeeper we have, so he will do. Then the back 3 will be a mix of Lenny Yoro, Matthijs de Ligt, and Nusir Mazraoui, and I think it has to be that front 3. It has to be. I mean, Harry Maguire injured again. For me, it has to be that 3. Harry Maguire out, and Mazraoui has to play. Otherwise, if not, then it's either Mazraoui or Victor Lindelof. And Victor Lindelof did not really do that well against Fulham when he came on. So, yeah, I think Mazraoui is probably the better option. And then we're going to go for the wing-backs. Wing-backs, we are going to go for new signing Patrick Dorgu and Diogo Dalot. Dorgu seemed pretty impressive, actually, the wing-back role. He seems like a proper Amorim player. The only concern was he got sent off against Ipswich. So he was banned for 3 games. So he's banned on. Arsenal one and the Leicester one. I mean, the Leicester one isn't really bad, but still, it's not great, is it? Being getting a red card. And it did look a red card challenge, obviously on the replay, so yeah, he did get a red. Then Diogo Dalot, yeah, has to play. Has to play because, well, we need that. We need fit wing backs. He'll do the job. This is the only concern I've got. Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro in the midfield. Casemiro would be the only fit midfielder we have who can play in that role. Manuel Ugarte, obviously injured, same as Harry Maguire, so he can't play. He can't play the game, so Casemiro will have to do. Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes will both have to do. Then Joshua Zirkzee and Christian Eriksen can be the centre attacking midfielders, or basically the ones that are outlying this striker. Zirkzee's not actually doing bad recently for Manchester United. He's starting to pick up form. He's starting to show us what he can do. It's Rasmus Højlund, the player who is under scrutiny and is the one under pressure. He has not scored for absolute toffee. He's not scored for buttons. And that, if you want to be star striker of Manchester United, that isn't a good thing at all. Everyone was booing Joshua Zirkzee before. Them boos have proved him better. Now, for Rasmus Højlund, I think the only thing Højlund needs is some confidence. If Rasmus Højlund can get some confidence, then he's okay. If he can't, like he is now, he's not. And the Real Sociedad defenders will just bully him. And that is not what Rasmus Højlund wants. The defenders of Igor Zubilinda and Naif Aguiar, the former West Ham United player, they'll just bully him. And that isn't a good combo. That is not a good combo at all if I were him. So that is why he is obviously under scrutiny. And he needs to get a goal quickly. If not, then the pressure will get too much to him, and then it will have to be a point where he will have to be sold in the summer. Which is a shame. I don't like it when players go, but Rasmus Højlund may have to be one of them that departs Manchester United if he does not get a goal anytime soon. So the lineups are there. This is what I think would be the best Manchester United lineup for Real Sociedad. Let me know what yours would also be. And also, let me know what your predictions will be for this game. I think this will be a very, very tough game for Manchester United. And in fact, if I'm going to be very honest, I think we will lose this one by 2-1. I think we will score. We will score, which is good. But I don't think we'll beat Real Sociedad. I think they have quality all over the pitch. We don't. And we have a very depleted squad. We are taking over to San Sebastian. And I think that could be a sign of concern for this Manchester United team. So I'm going to say it will be a 2-1 Real Sociedad win. Let me know what you guys think, obviously, of the game. Hopefully it's a good one. And, well, just like that, I will get going. So if you did like that video, if you do say something you really mean a lot to me, you don't have to. As I shall go, see you soon, stay safe. I'll be talking to you a lot then in the next one. Come on, United. See ya, and bye-bye.